We have to have somewhat of a serious conversation today. Buckle up. So we've recently seen a handful of larger creators go back from streaming exclusively on YouTube to either moving completely to Twitch or multi-streaming to Twitch. Didn't somebody just mention not too long ago that a lot of big creators are gonna be moving to multi-streaming? Where did I hear that? Over the next year, we're gonna see a huge surge of creators multi-streaming across platforms. Remember this video. Anyways, in this transition, somehow the question of, is YouTube streaming or YouTube in general dying has come up. I can't even take that second comment serious. You have to be a different level of like brain corrosion, Twitch, bleed purple diehard to even question the idea of, is YouTube dying because 3 creators went back to streaming on Twitch? First and foremost, this whole like platform versus platform thing, like exclusivity amongst platforms is the way to go in 2024. It's just stupid. I'm gonna save everybody a lot of time today. You don't even have to watch the rest of the video. Just do shit everywhere and stop tying yourself to a platform specifically. Stop treating a platform like they're your best friend and they have your best interest in mind. These platforms are only tools that creators like me and you use to communicate our shit with the viewers out in the world. This whole thing that we've come accustomed to over the last 5 years is we've seen creators take multi-million-dollar deals to go exclusively to different platforms where there's this vibe like they pick this new thing. They encapsulate this new platform as like their home and their nurturing point. It's really ruined the idea amongst a lot of potential creators out there. This idea that you have to build a home in one location. So we're not making today's conversation platform versus platform. I'm not trying to get you to uproot from one place to somewhere else. The overall goal from today's video is just to make sure you're not stupid and follow the decision of somebody getting millions of dollars and sleep on YouTube for some reason. And that's a good point to bring up. Dr. Lupo, Tim the Tatman, Ludwig, Swag, all these people streamed on YouTube because they got millions of fucking dollars, which anybody would take that deal. Hell, I took a deal to stream on Kick last year. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna do me. You can respectfully do you. But nonetheless, all these people that you've seen move over to YouTube over the last few years to take the bag and now have the opportunity to multi-stream, what do you think they're gonna do when that window opens up? You maybe think by chance that they're going to open up the gates to the tens of thousands of people from the original platform at which they grew a foundation in. I can't even believe people are shocked that larger creators are multi-streaming now. Why would you not when you have platforms that have hundreds of thousands of followers on each single one? Why would you exclusively confine yourself to one location, forcing viewers to have to pick and choose these sites when naturally in 2024, that's actually who have picked a place. Viewers are the ones that have decided, I'm just gonna stay watching shit here. And whether people like it or not, no matter how much you're bleed purple and think, oh, well, you just gotta stream on Twitch because that's where the cool place to stream games is, it doesn't neglect the fact that YouTube is just fucking so much bigger. People wanna watch YouTube over Twitch, whether you think that the live UI is dog shit or not. Let me just remind you guys of a few things. In the last 30 days, YouTube Live, just YouTube Live, has built 2.9 billion hours of watch time, while Twitch has built 1.6. Now, typically in analytics, we see the comparison of Twitch to YouTube gaming. The reason why we only see Twitch compared to YouTube gaming is we generate this idea that Twitch is just a gaming streaming platform. But even Twitch's primary category is just chatting. It's not even gaming. So for some reason, when we try to talk about the impact of these platforms and we make stupid fucking comments like YouTube is dying, we use stats from just YouTube gaming versus the entirety of Twitch in itself. And we completely cut out any other category on YouTube. But if you actually look into it, YouTube has been dominating the general live stream audience for years now. And on top of that, they do it with less live channels, meaning there's more viewers to individual streamers. Like over the last 30 days, there's been 93,000 average live channels on Twitch. I swear on YouTube, there's been 16,000 average live channels. The average viewers on Twitch over the last 30 days were 2.3 million, while the average viewers on YouTube were 4 million. And we're just talking live stats. For some reason, we often forget that YouTube has 2.5 billion monthly active users, and that is skyrocketing ever since YouTube Shorts. So needless to say, YouTube's massive, Twitch is massive, but in this idea of is something dying, YouTube isn't even remotely close to dying. YouTube Live is nowhere near falling off. Like I mentioned in my multi-stream video, is what we have started to see on platforms over the years is platforms are loosening up a little bit. During the blow up of vertical content, more websites have noticed that, oh, you can post the same thing on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and millions of people will still watch it. There used to be this time of like natural exclusivity where it's like, you really don't want to post the same thing in multiple places, because if you do that, you take away from it growing in the place that you really want it to grow. Since the blow up of TikTok and then YouTube and Instagram integrating vertical content, and then even Twitter or X adapting more into video stuff, we've all discovered that there's just so many fucking people on the internet that you could just post everywhere and everybody can have their cake too. And I truly believe that platforms are finally noticing this when it comes to live stream content. The reality is Tim the Tatman is going to be able to go live on Twitch and YouTube, integrate his chats into one, and he can have a seamless stream and everybody can enjoy it on every platform. I don't believe at all that it's YouTube is dying or YouTube Live is dying. Hell, on average, most people that grow on any other website outside of YouTube still to this day try to funnel people to YouTube. There's this like inherent feeling or understanding or power of like, at the very least, I want to grow my YouTube channel. The big takeaway from this is like us as creators, like creators my size or smaller up and coming creators, hell, creators that average, hundreds to 1,000 viewers. We all need to stop making decisions on our brands and what we do based around the idea of what the 0.0001% do. You didn't get millions of dollars to leave a platform that was already making you millions of dollars for some exclusivity deal. You didn't spend years doing that and making millions on top of the millions, opening up new windows, and then had the windows open to where you can finally go back to your home base and your current base and then make millions naturally now because you can monetize both. You and I aren't in those situations. You need to stop making decisions around the result of what individuals in those situations are doing. Unless it comes down to following guys like Dr. Lupo and Tim the Tatman and just multi-streaming. I genuinely feel like multi-streaming is just the next best thing for most creators. Again, I can't get by this delusional take that you only grow an authentic community by growing only on one platform. That makes absolutely zero sense. Your job as a creator is to do something or show something that you're into and turn that into content, whether it's live or like curated content, videos like this on YouTube. You take that and you break it down and you turn it into an interactive piece of content so that way viewers that are interested in that come and watch you. They watch you prepare this presentation. The allegiance to the platform means absolutely nothing. Nobody gives a fuck that you bleed purple. Nobody cares that you got a TikTok hard on, and nobody's gonna subscribe to your YouTube just because you say fuck everybody else and you're just staying true to your core one place location. You're going to put yourself out there as a creator, you're gonna present your shit, and people will fuck with you on the platforms they find you on. They may convert to a new platform if you wanna move from one place to another, or they may not want to. As a creator, you don't have any say in that. Your only job is to create the content. So no, YouTube isn't dying, it's still thriving. You shouldn't be going back and forth between platforms because a larger creator does, and you should probably stop sleeping on YouTube and how well you could do YouTube if you just stayed consistent at it. I think that's a big thing that I've learned from this throughout all the years talking with thousands of creators is like, yes, YouTube is harder. It's harder because you actually have to assess what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. It is not a platform built around the community feeling to uplift each other. It is a platform based off of analytical data that allows you to assess what you're doing to see how you can improve and bring your shit to new eyes. It's nerdy and it may appear to be overwhelming at first, but unlike sites like Twitch and Kick, again, I don't wanna make it just like a platform versus platform thing, because Twitch and Kick really are kind of one and the same. But even though YouTube is techy and analytical, you gotta figure things out, you gotta learn from your failures. It is one of the platforms that you can actually learn that shit, make adjustments, and get a genuine reward from it. It's so weird every time I explain that because people just don't understand unless you go through it. If you upload 20 videos that don't do well and you just think, oh, what the hell, man, YouTube's just not pushing me. And then you see those few analytics where you see that YouTube is actually pushing your stuff, but you're not getting people to click on it, it snaps a light bulb in your head. Lo and behold, something you can actually change, a difference you can make to get more people to click on your stuff. Platforms that don't have that, it sucks. I just can't stand it. I don't care what anybody says. If you're not established somewhere else or you're not making content on other platforms, when it comes to Kick and Twitch, you're just throwing your live stream into a fucking giant abyss of a dartboard. You're talking like Grand Canyon, right? And the dartboard is like this fucking big and you're throwing a needle down at it. That's what it's like streaming on sites that don't have algorithms, that don't have analytics that you can assess your shit from. So that's why you shouldn't be questioning YouTube and you learning this process just because Tim the Tatman's going back to multi-streaming on Twitch. And anybody that tells you that YouTube is dying, you just need to not listen to them because that's the dumbest fucking advice I've ever heard. Oddly, I really think the only platform that could compete with YouTube's dominance is maybe X. I laugh a little bit when I say that right now, but dude, Elon is crazy enough and like, it could happen. I don't know, maybe just someday. But regardless, YouTube is fucking massive. It's not going anywhere just because 3 creators' contracts are up and they're going back to Twitch, at which only one of them is streaming exclusively on Twitch. But I'm pretty sure even Swag said that he'll multi-stream certain things for like bigger events. Overall, start trying more random shit, start fucking around more. Like, a lot of the things that have been working well for me are things that 10 months ago, creators would have given advice and said, don't do. You guys enjoy the more raw, longer, honest videos. You guys don't get fucking butthurt when I say a no-no word. Also want to point out, congrats Jay on the hat drop. I would suggest everybody to go snag one of these, but you guys have already missed this drop. Make sure you guys are following Jayhawk if you guys ever want to snag a hat like this. Anyways, gang, go out, create shit everywhere. Please do not sleep on YouTube just because of a couple stupid headlines. Jesus Christ, what are we doing? That's all I got for you guys today. I'm out. Peace. Deuces.